Roe versus Wade. It has been overturned, and since then, the realities of abortion law across the country is impacting so many types of people. And for the couple you are about to meet, it was devastating. Amanda Zurawski says that she knew that her baby was not going to survive. She was informed by her doctor that a rapidly spreading infection had already claimed her unborn daughter's life, and there was a possibility it could take her life too. So while Amanda was trying to process all of this and come to terms with the fact that the loss of her daughter was inevitable, she says what happened next was not. Amanda and her husband, Josh, join me now for the rest of their story, along with Dr. Heather Irabunda, a founding member of Obstetricians for Reproductive Justice. Amanda, Josh, thank you so much for just being here to talk about this story. I know that it was devastating for you. Amanda, you got the devastating diagnosis of this incompetent cervix, which was going to lead to a premature birth. So walk us through what happened next.
Sure. Thank you so much for having us. So what happened was, as you mentioned, I was diagnosed with an incompetent cervix on a Tuesday, and we were informed that miscarriage was inevitable. So what we thought would happen was I would deliver prematurely, and we would be able to begin the healing process, both physically and emotionally. But what actually happened was I had to wait until I either went into labor naturally, my daughter's heart stopped beating, or I became so sick that the doctors could induce labor. And that's all a result of the way the Texas anti-abortion laws are currently written. So what happened was, for me, it took about 3 days until I became so sick I developed sepsis. And at that point, my life was considered in danger. And finally, my doctors were able to provide health care, and I was able to deliver my daughter.
Oh, and Josh, you know, you had to be strong for your wife, but this loss and the risk to your wife was devastating you as well. So when you were learning about all this, and both of you, you know, are strong on the fact that it didn't have to happen like this, what was so infuriating for you at this point?
Yeah, I think devastating is definitely a good word to describe what we were going through. Finding out that you're going to, you know, lose your daughter was devastating. And then seeing the emotional toll that it was taking on Amanda to not be able to get health care, to not start the grieving process was awful. And then to see her just become so sick so fast, that was so infuriating to see all of this happen for no reason.
So, Dr. Irabunda, you actually spoke with the medical team that was helping Amanda and Josh here. How did you jump in as an advocate, and how much authority do doctors actually have in these situations? I mean, they're the doctors.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. So yes, I did speak with the folks who are part of the medical team and reviewed it. And they were put in a really, really hard position. And that's the position that many docs are facing in these states with these bans, where really these are emergent situations that need to be handled quickly. And unfortunately, because the laws are so vague and so total, and the penalties are so stiff, people are hesitant to start doing the actions that they need to care for the patients. And so they usually have to consult with legal teams and such that are not, those are not the teams that we normally have to consult with when we're taking care of patients. And so now we're seeing delays in life-saving care, like in the case with Amanda.
So Amanda, what do you think should have happened at that moment? Because you write about the loss of your daughter was inevitable. What happened next was not. What do you think should have happened?
I should have been able to receive health care immediately. I was told that, you know, there was a 0% chance that I was going to deliver a happy, healthy, alive baby, or that I would be able to carry any longer. And so at that point, my doctors should have been able to induce labor so that again, we could begin the healing process, and so that I wouldn't develop a life-threatening disorder or disease.
Amanda and Josh, tough question here, but in the op-ed, Amanda, that you wrote, you write that you named your daughter Willow. And it says here, after the tree that's known for its ability to withstand adversity and fight against harsh conditions, with our Willow, we'll show our strength and we will fight. So I want to ask you both, are you going to find the strength to try again?
We absolutely will. We don't know if we can, because the sepsis created scar tissue in my body that is so severe that I had to actually have it removed surgically on Friday. And I'm still recovering from that, and it's going to be several weeks and several tests and procedures until we know whether I can carry and whether we can have our own children. We absolutely will be parents one way or another. That's long been a dream of ours. And so we don't know what that's going to look like, but we will be parents.
I love that. And just thinking about that, and Josh, every day you wake up and you look at Amanda, what do you tell her? Because she's telling you, you're telling her, we are going to be parents. And this is tough, right? Especially for the woman who goes through everything physically, but it's tough for you too. What do you tell Amanda every day when you talk about the fact that you will be parents?
Well, it's a funny question you asked that. The same two words I told Amanda throughout this whole process is to be brave and strong. And those are two things that she embodies and very much always is. And so it's a simple reminder for her when we first found out about losing our daughter, when we first found out about having to wait, her getting sick, thinking ahead about the future. It's two simple words, brave and strong.
And we will be standing by waiting to hear about that brave and strong child that enters your family. There are many ways that can happen. And I thank you all three, Amanda, Josh, Doctor, for being with us. Really appreciate you being brave and strong to tell us your story.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.